My friends, it's always fun to bring in a new club. It's not a new club, it's probably 7 or 8 years old. It's a Callaway Bertha. It's a mini Bertha. Maybe you can see it there. Mini Bertha. And why am I using that? Why do I like this? I mean, this is my trusty driver. It's now 12 years old, but it's a lot bigger. This is a longer shaft, this is a shorter shaft. So why am I using, and who should consider actually using a mini driver? The biggest difference is how they look. I mean, this is almost as big as my 3-wood. It's a little deeper face, so it's a little higher on the face, but it's still a lot smaller than a normal driver. So why am I using it? I really like it. I use it indoors. This simulator has a, it reads good up to 125 miles per hour. And this one, my swing speed with this 3-wood shaft in it, it's slower than my driver. I swing it around 120, 122 maybe. So I get good read. And when I play with my friends here, this is a perfect club. So who should use this? I use it. You heard this in the videos before. Winter time, I don't want to forget how to hit the ball. And having a high tee, I mean now the club it's not even touching the ball, almost. I could probably hit it straight under. Yeah, I can. So there is a risk of a bad impact using the mini driver, but that's what I want. This sweet spot is a lot smaller than the one I'm using with my normal drive that you see in my outdoor videos. And it's good practice. But also, it makes it harder to strike. So the negative with a driver like this is, of course, that if you miss-hit it like an inch, you won't find the ball. You will hit a really bad golf shot. So hitting this, we need to be dialed in with hand-eye coordination. Hand-eye coordination. I need to hit it fairly good. I need to be somewhere around here, otherwise it won't be a good strike. So that's the hard part. The negative part is that we have a smaller sweet spot. It's just as hot. I mean, I think the average, I forgot what to call it, smash factor, sorry my friends, is probably the same on this one as it is on my normal one. But on my normal driver, if I miss-hit it 1 inch, I'm still on the club face. I'm not hitting it good, but I won't miss the ball. So hitting it with this makes it harder. So if your impact is good, there are a few things that we actually can, it's easier if we hit a mini drive. Because the shorter shaft and the smaller head is easier to release. It's easier to close. That means that you will not slice as much if you have a mini driver. If you swing exactly the same and you find the sweet spot, you will probably not slice as much. If you hook the ball, I don't see why there will be any change. You probably will hook it with this too, but if you slice it, it will probably be less. It's a smaller head. It's not resisting as much to close. So I think there is some good things to get from a mini driver. And I don't think it matters what mini driver you buy or you try, because it's the clubs are fairly the same. I hit that a little bit low on the face, but still pretty good. Same draw. I get a bigger draw with this one. I know about it, so I really try to swing more up to, let's do one more. Let's release one. Come on, it's a little bit higher. If you hit it higher, it hooks less, and that's a good thing. I like that. Absolutely in the middle. So I'm hitting it shorter, and mostly because it's a shorter club, but also this one I get a lot lower spin with. It's a 5 degree, and this one is 11. So I don't think you will hit it longer with a mini driver, but again, it's fairly easy to release. And definitely, if you're one of the golfers that hit your 3-wood longer than your driver, this could be a really good thing to try. I put in a 43-inch 3-wood shaft in it, just for feel. I like it, but you can try it. So for all of you that asked about why I'm using a mini driver, there are things that are easier and better, and I get a good practice because the sweet spot is so much smaller. The tee is still as high, and the risk of skying it or hitting a bad shot is much bigger. So I keep my impact good during the winter.